Hey, so do y'all like my Duck Dynasty shirt? So, yeah, wearing Duck Dynasty shirt, and the reason why y'all aren't going to be able to see me or anything like that is because I mainly want to focus on my hands because this is arm crocheting. So, first off, you want some yarn, and you want two things of it, and basically you can get this at Walmart, wherever. Just get a 5 to 6 millimeter. That's about all I know. After you have your yarn that you want, you're going to take the two ends and just hold them out like this, and then you're going to stretch them out over here and do 3 arms lengths. So that's 1, grab, 2, grab and pull, and that's 3. And then over here on the third one, I'm actually going to go about this far down, so about a foot down, and then I have the tail still, and then I'm gonna move my hair so y'all can see. I'm gonna zoom in. I'm going to take the string, and this side right here is the tail. Now I'm gonna loop the tail like this to where the tail is on the back and the working yarn is on the front, and I'm going to take the working yarn and pull it through the other loop, and I'm going to take this, and first I'm going to tighten it a little bit but not too tight, and I'm going to put it on my wrist. So that was the first major step. So now is the part where you start chaining, and so what you want to do is your tail needs to be, and I'm using my right hand, but your tail needs to be to the right of you and working yarn to the left. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So what you want to do is you want to grab your yarn, and then you want to make a little hole, and I'm going to turn this way. So grab your yarn, make a little hole with your pointer finger and your thumb, kind of like a gun, and you'll bring this down to where it'll make kind of this. So there's that, and it'll look like this from that way. And you're going to take this hand, your right one with the yarn on it, and you're going to go under this and then over this one and pull, and now you have 2. And you're just going to repeat. Grab, come out a little bit, come down, go under this one, and then you're going on top of that one, then you're going to pull. And I'm going to do about 6 of these. So you just keep on repeating this step. Alright, so I have 6 of these, and I don't want this to be like too thick, so that's why I'm only doing 6. So now is the easy part. All you're going to do is you're going to, with the working yarn, because here's the tail, but with the working yarn, you're going to hold it with your right hand. You're going to take your first little section, and then this is your first section, and with this loop, that's your working yarn, you're going to slip it on your wrist and hold on this. And you're just going to repeat that. And you kind of want to tighten it up a little bit so that it's not extremely loose. And just keep on doing that. What? I just can't speak, and it's funny what I come up with. So, just gonna keep doing that until I get to the last one. And on the last one, you're going to do the same thing. And then you're going to switch hands. and you're going to do it with your left hand, and you're going to do the exact same thing. Go to the right, then take this one, go down, go to the right, kind of like tighten that up a little bit, and down to the right, tighten, go down to the right and tighten, go down to the right and tighten again, and then I'm trying to get to this one little last one. Okay, so now you're just going to repeat this until I tell y'all to stop. So yeah, I'll come back when it's time to not do this. So I'll come back. Alrighty, so once you get this to about the place that you want it, I have mine very long. What you want to do is you're going to go ahead and chain 2 things, just like normal. And then you're going to take it in your left hand. So I just chained 2 from the right over to the left. Now we're going to take the left, and you see how there's 2 of these? Well, we're going to go with the first one and pull that over, and then just let that go. And then kind of tighten that up a little bit, and then you're going to take this one, chain it, and put it in the left hand again, and take this first one over, and then let it go again. And then you're going to chain another one, pull it over, and then let it go. I keep on forgetting to let go. And then chain another one, pull it over, let go, let it go. And so now you're left with one, and you're left with the working yarn as a tail. So now you want to cut about an arm length and a half off. Better to have extra than none, and you're just gonna cut that. And as y'all can see, I have almost like a full arm span type thing. Y'all can't really see over here, but there we go. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this and you're going to pull it like that, and then you're gonna take the tail of this and run it through here, and you're going to just pull, and that will create a knot. And then you just want to knot it up as many times as you want, and then I'll come back for the next step. Alright, now that we have the knot tied, you're gonna have to figure out which side is the soft side and which side is the rough side. So I already have that figured out, I think. This side that y'all are seeing now is the soft, and this side over here is the rough. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. It's kind of confusing, especially with this type of yarn. But what you're going to want to do is, I have this like really big hole in the middle. I think I did miss something. Oh no. I'm now quite sad. I missed a little loop, and I just noticed it. I'm very sad now. I'll have to like tie that in somehow. Anyways, that should go on the bloopers. But you're going to take your rough sides and put them together, and you're going to notice that you have your tail and then your working yarn. And what you're going to want to do is, I know y'all can't see this that well, but here are the 2 ends, and you're going to take this side and you're going to loop it into the little hole, and you're going to tie it. And I'm not going to, hold on, I'm not going to show y'all this part just because it's kind of difficult to show y'all. So yeah, but you're going to want to tie it on there like so. So now it's like two things, and you're going to want to not have that flipped. And now I am confused. I get confused very easily. Okay, here we go. And so now you're just going to want to weave this in the little things. So yeah, I just like to put it in and put it out, find a place for it to go in, put the yarn through. This is kind of difficult to like explain, so it's a little bit easier to watch, but then at the same time it's kind of difficult to watch, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm trying not to like make y'all have to be pointed down or anything, but it's kind of difficult. But you're just going to keep on doing this. So I'll come back after I have both ends completely through everything. So yeah, I'll come back. So once you have connected this, it'll obviously look like this, and here are the two ends. So you're going to want to tie these two ends together, and they're kind of being kind of frisky. That is quite a nice word to use for this. Okay, so I'm just going to keep on tying until I can't tie no more. I'm tying a very tight knot and a lot of knots that it won't go anywhere. And then just keep on tying the knot, you know. And so I've tied about 5 or 6 knots, and so now it's nice and secure. And so what you can do is, there's a couple of things that if you want to do this you can, but you can go ahead and thread these back over here. I'm not going to do that step. I'm just going to simply cut this off. And I've actually thought about tying a bow, so I think I'm going to do that because I think that would leave a nice cute little touch to it. I'm all about personal touches, so I'm going to just tie a cute little bow, and I'm going to cut off the large amount of excess yarn. And there's a little bow that you can't really see that well. So now that you have this completely tied together, and obviously it's, you know, pretty tight, obviously you don't want to really tug on it, you'll just flip it around and you can put it on, and it's very long, so obviously that means you can do it like that. So I'm going to tilt that down a little bit. So here's what it looks like when it's just doubled, and it looks really good, and I personally really love it. Or you can wear it as a 3-layered scarf, and I personally like it like this, and it looks very cute. It's very comfy, and I think I have it on the rough, can't speak, the rough side, I'm not really sure, but it just, for some reason this one, it reminds me of the 80s, and yeah, so yeah, that is the end of this tutorial. I hope y'all liked it,